done.
You guys, no bet winner, no entry.
Sports fans out there, are you ready? It's a beautiful evening and welcome to tonight's game. The lady shows up and she's been denied. Oh no! But wait, she's back with Betwinner. Wait, oh what a beautiful pass! And it's a
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Put sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyways, we are seated once again for your favorite here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex with my soldiers, Abbas Muiz, who is already in your shot, Elevate GH Boss, and the man in the middle, man like Kobe today. He's in his dark. I wanted to confirm, but when he's not here, Roland decides to be him. Just to be him, Keke. Today I want to be like Kobe. Kobe is also your favorite MC, and over the weekend during Ghana's independence celebration, he hosted one huge event in Kaswa. He joins us here as one of our pundits, as well as Roland Amate, your favorite here, as well as one of the guys who is ready to publicize your event for you, blogger, talent manager, here on the show as well as a pundit. And to the producers, the guitar Rasta Currency, who is on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, and to you for always being a company to us here on the show. Meanwhile, we are telling you to use tap send anytime you want to send money from abroad. Get the app on your phone, key in your details, and use the promo code SammyFlex, which will help you to get some amount in your wallet, like some $10, £5, €5. This is what you also stand to benefit. But it is the best app so far when it comes to money transfers. And again, bet winner. People are making money. People are cashing out. Apologies to man like Derek Money, who would say that, yeah, I'm cashing out. Yeah, people are also cashing out with bet. What is your favorite team? Always use Bet Winner. Bet Winner is the latest with so much odds, bonuses for you. You have to get the app on your phone today. Just go on Google Play Store, or better still, you can also go to iOS and download Bet Winner app on your phone now, so you guys can start making some money. But what you have to do is to use the promo code SammyFlex, and with this, you get some bonuses, you get some higher odds to make some more money. Do it today and tell me that SammyFlex, you made me win. It was a big deal. Abbas Ahia is going to contest in an election. Hey, Abbas! MPP or NDC?
Oh, they'll be with the Christian Methodist.
It's not MPP NDC.
Yeah, we are one family.
Which is Christian Methodist? Explain it.
Cremosa. So, Christian Methodist Senior High School, Post Student Association.
Okay.
Since the school started, so we have 85, 79, 1960. All of them. And I'm the youngest who is contesting among them. We have 1960, 79, and myself, 2009.
I see.
Yeah, who is contesting for the presidency.
And how many people are contesting for the presidency?
We are 3.
We are 3?
Yes, the current president.
So you are Richie?
I'm 2009.
And the rest are which years?
79, 1960.
Nah, Omunyama we so you compete.
Sure. When you bring it, you answer me. We the young ones to say we too for take.
No more Instagram account there. So if one wins, who becomes the assistant?
There's a vice president position to be aspired for. You need to.
Wow,
you need to
aspire for that one as well.
Yes.
So how do you guys vote? Because we are not cream metal students.
The constitution allows us to vote by year group. So it's more like Congress. It's a year group rep. So 87, 86, 1979, 2001, 2009, everybody will come with a number. So all the numbers, you're supposed to come with 5 reps to represent your year group. They believe that at your year group, we are like individuals. Say like every year group is like Accra, it's like Kumasi, like that. So you come with your squad. So they can't allow everybody. Some years are huge and some years are small. You can be like 1,000, 2,000. Some years are like 500. Especially the whole level and all those stuff. Because some of them are even 2 badges. So they just allow you to vote. So every year is supposed to come with a 5 votes.
I see.
Yes. So it's to balance.
I see. So the voting is this weekend?
Yeah, the voting is this weekend.
All right. So we are appealing to all cream metal students, those who have the eligibility to vote. Please go and vote for our president to be, our incoming presido, Abbas Muiz, and let's see what we can do. We are going to develop you, as a matter of fact, if you vote for us. Oh, we'll be fine.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
If we don't win, we'll be fine.
This is one of the first time the young ones too. We are coming heavily for it. And it's an election that can be held everywhere. It's an electronic voting, and it was developed by a young person. And we feel like at least they've ruled for some time. Let also come with young energy, at least from the 2000 that was.
But I also need the experience as well.
Yeah, it's very important. We have council of elders, we have presidents forums and so forth. And at least I've also led as president since 2009 with complete school. I've led as our year group president. And when I was in school, I was the S-House president and the school prefect also at the same time. So I've led the association, and there are a lot of things I've done in my year group. That's the old students as a global group they have been benefiting from. So at least I've contributed to my quota. That's why the younger ones feel like I should go.
Vote for President Abbas today. And let's go on and develop our industry with cream metal as well. Thanks, guys. Cremesco. It's not cremato.
Cremato is old. This one is cremesco.
Okay, that's fine. So let's do that to help our man as well. I know Abbas is very forceful, very industrious. Therefore, any position that you give to him, at least I can assure you that work will be done. Now, whilst we are talking about cremesco,
but the Austria is cremosa.
Cremosa, okay. Whilst you are talking about cremosa, I also want you guys to note something. M.anifest has made a statement that I've been thinking about, because at a point I see some truism in there. At a point I see, okay, can we also encourage people to work and do it better? I'm going to read this story to you, and there is a video that we will be watching same way. Then you guys will also tell me what you think, because according to M.anifest, he is advising some of us that if you are an artist, you go to some places and some conversations are ongoing there and you think you don't have what it takes to speak, keep quiet to save your face. Now, okay, so we can read the story from the screen. Okay, let me read from here. It says, don't let anyone turn you into a historian when you are not. M.anifest tells artists. And this is the story. A Ghanaian musician M.anifest has cautioned Ghanaian artists to be calculated in their approach when commenting on political and social issues, or in other instances being activists. According to him, every artist may not have the capacity or ability to comment on social issues and should be allowed to stay out of them. His comment was in response to the role celebrities and creatives have to play in governance, political and social issues. Speaking in a conversation with Akosia Hansen as part of the University of Ghana's 75th anniversary celebration, M.anifest admonished artists to ensure that they are well informed before speaking to avoid backlashes. He also added that citizens must not expect so much from their artists regarding these issues. The musician said, imagine Adele tried to do Kendrick Lamar's "We Gon' Be Alright." Not every artist is supposed to be a voice for you outside of their music. They might not even have the capability. You don't develop that capability overnight to be able to have clarity of thoughts about social issues, your political views, and your ideology. It is very different from being able to put a song together, and that's a rallying cry. According to, in the same manner, he encouraged creatives who want to speak on these issues to be well prepared for them. And if you want to, be prepared yourself. If you want an artist to speak for you, to learn, uplift the artists that have the capability, because not every artist is supposed to be that. Also, on the comparison between Ghana and Nigeria, M.anifest noted it was unhealthy for that comparison to be made. Now, let's move on from the comparison and talk to what we are going to talk about. He's saying that as an artist, you have to make sure that anytime you are given the chance to speak on some issues, it is something that you are well informed about or well versed in. There is a video. Let's go see that video. And when I come back, I pick the opinion of my people. So we take it from there.
Not every artist is supposed to be a voice for you outside of their music. They might not even have the capability. Not every artist is supposed to be a voice for you outside of their music. They might not even have the capability. They will fumble this thing. One of the things I absolutely do not enjoy is the fact that when most of our artists, when I say most African artists, go on these international media platforms, they are questioning them like all of them are Fela Kuti. No, my guy. You don't develop that capability overnight to be able to have a clarity of thought about social issues, your political views, ideology. It is very different from being able to put a song together that's a rallying cry. So I would even encourage people who are around a lot of African artists to protect them in these situations. Tell your people that, yo, when you get there and they're asking you these questions, rephrase it and tell them what it is that you do and your part and roles in these things. Don't let anybody turn you into a historian when you're not. And if you want to be, prepare yourself.
Okay, so I understand what M.anifest is talking about. What he's talking about is simple. Say you are an African artist, you go to some platforms and they start asking, so how is Africa? How do you guys consider marriage? How do you guys consider governance? How do you guys consider this? Then you are now coming to tell them that you know. M.anifest is saying that tell them that no, you are an artist. You know how to make beats. You know how to rap on beats. You know how to make hit songs. But as to who was the first president of Ghana, who overthrew him, you don't know. Should that be so? Or, as much as you assume some position, you should have some fair knowledge. You should have some general knowledge on some things. So that when you are to represent your country, you are able to represent your country well. So I'm here thinking about, an artist goes on to say BBC. You are a Ghana. And they ask you, what about your tribe? How do you do this? And he say you don't know. One of
the good things for every human being, first of all, is preparation. For all of us that come even onto this platform, we need to read.
Exactly.
We need to equip our knowledge. And you'll be shocked the document and preview to the kind of ways changing me. I always say, as people within the creative art, there are periods you need to incubate yourself so as to consume more, so that when you come out and you speak, you'll be broadened.
Yeah.
Then the second thing I also think every talent or talent manager needs to do is that they need to find a way to educate themselves and also educate their talent around PR. PR is very important. There's one thing you said to me, and I don't forget it. I've kept it on my left hand, and I say to myself, you say, the presenter throw a question to you with the Pandora box in mind. Whatever you throw at them, it is your problem.
Yeah.
So you are not forced to answer the way you think the person want me to answer. I am answering the question based on me. and the person will not be blamed by you. How you answer it determines. One question can be true to all of us, and we all come with a different point of view. That actually address how we think, our mindset, and the depth of knowledge that we have. And knowledge is not acquired just by reading; it's also by observation and by participating. This election that I am in, I've learned a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things
through your campaign period and all.
And I've realized that Charlie almost background is also another problem. So
I know, right?
So in things that you do, you need to be prepared. Don't assume that because you are the popular guy, then everybody is with your popular idea. It's two different things. Now, one of the things he also said is that look, how to phrase question is also very important, and that's when your artist is on PR level. And you see, when the management team are PR aware, one is either they hide themselves, because even being good at what you do in terms of PR is also being hiding. Say you come in some afibaku, now you come in some baku pay. How it goes out is also very important. And one of the people that I think personally understand that, or two people that I think they understand that very well, is one Shatawale, two Sarkodie. Sarkodie hide himself like Daddy Lumba over the years, but when you hear him once, the essence of his talks are very important.
That's true.
Shatawale, every day you hear of him, whether you like it or not, you take something out of whatever you hear, and it keep becoming relevant. For the last 10 years, Shatawale has been relevant, and that has been working for him. Now, Shatawale cannot go onto your platform and you give him a question and you take it like that and you are gagging him towards the question. No, you sit down, you throw the question, he give you another question, you cry, he go question you off your question.
He'll tell you what he wants to talk about.
Shatawale will come onto your interview and he tell you that, Charlie, that's what you think, that's how the person thinks. Let him think like that. That's why I'm continuing. Sarkodie will prefer to answer or not to answer. If you take him by surprise, he'll just laugh, he'll ignore you. But he will give you an answer on his platform, which is his music. Now, zeroing down, there are a couple of scenarios he has pointed out, and there are about 2 or 3 scenarios that I see Stonebwoy in it. Now, if it's you, one, like the American conversation is that, you need to understand the environment in which you are in. They are very sensitive when it comes to gender issue, family issue, and all those stuff. And you want the market. So you don't go with your own mindset. It's either you find a way to avoid them or you tell them in Africa.
Which of the Stonebwoy's issues?
You know, the question where they ask him about how we see women and how our family life is. So straightforward, you can just go there. I really do not want to talk about it because I'm not a family specialist. And, let's talk about music. I have music that talks about this. I would love us to analyze our life.
But does that response also not make you dumb?
No, it doesn't make you dumb. There are people at their space that say they don't want to answer question.
Right.
Like the Pandora box, you don't expect my response. That's why Sarkodie said, like that's how you feel. For how you feel, me, I can't control how you feel.
But I'm also thinking how you would also feel as an artist when you're on the platform and you're asked a question and say, oh, this one, I don't have any knowledge about it.
Yes, but
I don't know how you would also feel and how those who are even watching you will see you as in your intelligence, your level of intelligence.
No, you see,
after all, if you're able to attempt something,
everybody is
like the Stonebwoy example. I think at the end of the day, Stonebwoy, he said his truth.
Yes, his truth is for him. That's why I say when you know the PR,
every day it is what you know. That's what you say.
You say your truth. That's your truth for you. But you also need to look. Say on the platform that he went there, he didn't went there just for us to have conversation like we're having backyard conversation. He went there to market something. That's what M.anifest is saying. The platform which you are in, are you there as an historian, or you are in there as an artist who want to market your product?
That sounds.
So the likes of Shatawale, Sarkodie, they know at the very moment where they are. This is what they are doing there. Say I drink and now you argue, and then let me listen to your adventure, then I also tell. But I say that's what you think, and that's it for you. For me now, this is the business I want to do, so let me do it and get out of here. Do you get it? And likewise, Stonebwoy can say, okay, in Africa, this is how it is done. You don't answer their question. You are out of their question. Then again, it also boils down to the team. Like all the questions they are about asking Stonebwoy and some major pointers. That platform cannot tell me that they don't have conversation. Like they call you right now, you are the one managing Shatawale's PR. They say they want to question him on a particular platform. You get the chat. What is your running order? What are your question line? What are your interview question line? Straightforward. The artist can actually tell them, Charlie, this question you're asking is not part of the.
But it is not all platforms. Line. It is not all platforms that we are giving that particular option.
That's what I mean.
It is not all platforms that you are given that option of, okay, these are the questions we are going to ask you. Some, it's come and let's buy.
Yeah, it's
so as and when something comes up, we respond to them.
Yeah, it's let come and let vibe. But brother, I mean, you bear me witness that there are two types of platform that we go. The one they invite us and the one we request to be on. And we do both based on marketing purpose, on whether this platform will give us certain value. And if an artist is coming onto your platform and he knows your environment very well, he can even ask you. Some of the platform they don't give you, but you can ask that, look, please, what do you want us to discuss? Or I've been to a lot of programs or platform with my artists, and I tell them, please don't let us touch on this and on that and on that. It's not good for us. For what we want to focus on, is not good for us. Let's try emphasize on this platform, but we are not telling you exactly the kind of question. But let's emphasize on this angle. Then again, Brass, I mean, like in the space nowadays, we see that our artists are talking on social media and all those stuff. Like the Garant recent one that just happened. The Ghana military is of importance in the society. Now, there are shaman communities of importance to Stonebwoy. So Stonebwoy want to tell me that next year, this year, next 3 years, next 10 years, when you want to do a shaman to the world, will you write to the Ghana military to come and help him safeguard him, his crowd, and everybody?
He write to them.
Yes. So what does he want their response to do? Because he can write to them and they can respond him or not responding, choosing that you are safe with your people. So if the Ghana Armed Forces say, okay, we are having a lot of things doing up or somewhere and we can't make it available to your program, or don't hold your program, security wise is not important, will he say they are mafia in him? Do you get it? It depends on how you want to respond. And there are certain times or certain instances where you actually keep quiet, you analyze the thing and you speak to it, and you don't also come from sorry to say, quote unquote, an ignorant point of view that I just woke up and I've heard. Sometimes come plenty, you need to absorb it. It's part of your maturity. Then again, you don't come at a point where you feel like there's a really need. And I say one of the people that is able to control that is Sarkodie. It doesn't come at the time all of you are pressuring him to say something. It comes at his own time, and that is very important in PR.
Well, so Abbas kind of agrees with M.anifest on the note that if you're an artist and you go on some platforms, talk about what you know and don't be like you are an all-knowing person. Yes, MC Kobe, let's listen to you, bro.
Yeah, okay, so, but first of all, I'd like to wish my own personal person a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ifya. God bless you so much.
As a come there, my favorite. Wait. We are there. Crowd can have him name.
Happy birthday to my Chocho Mucho. Happy birthday to you, Ifya. Yes, I love you so much. All right, God bless you for everything.
Bonnie to us here.
Ifya, some abo.
I see a friend.
Me drop a handle now, and then we be dear
If yeah, God bless you. Thanks for giving Kobe comfort any day.
Alright, so with regards to what M.anifest is saying, I think I agree with him, or I side with him.
Okay.
First of all, when I look at artists here down here, especially let me tackle only Ghanaian artists, I think our PR game is below belt. Okay, before we go to interviews, even in our communication through our music, there are some PR staffs in it.
Because
for instance, Sarkodie and Anatwaso, we all know what happened in this country when he said that.
Yeah.
So what I say, Fanny says Sarkodie level now we do only standard no kokasa maybe there's normal ones you buy maybe last made and Camido and I'll make his comment now. It could bring you down. A bit to me abo as a crowd to me so be as an artist. It's sometimes I was say yeah artist who say would you level be or say in same way obey to me akibi and I want to me kibi. Okay. You don't just go to interviews and they ask you every question, then you just answer. And most of most of our presenters and our TV, radio, media staffs and crew knows and questions now you put it to our artists, should be taken into consideration. Okay. And maybe when you say you beside your artists, and and you say you be so, and maybe why you say this one it doesn't go with Stoneboy. Why should I ask Stoneboy? Say MPP air calling primaries. What does he make of who is going to win? Come on, you understand? Your media people, it's coming from Omo. Your media people no bisa questions be like sebi. It doesn't make sense. They be your account social media, your account Twitter. Now you top presenter pass a question now be a question in answer home. So when our artists go out there, diaspora no mu do hona, these top presenters are asking them the creative questions Emma anyansa home questions out to say questions out to say question we there me obia me see ebimo you bisa question be out to say no question we nipa we beside. This is how it's supposed to go.
When they are here, we ask them light questions.
Yeah, questions.
But when they go up there, then they ask them the heavy questions. And they find themselves wanting.
So as I say, and some of them too, they talk too much. To be honest with you, Stoneboy, sometimes he goes too wayward. Like
why are you two trying to?
A lot of them.
He talks about the things he knows. The things he's sure of. So what do you guys mean,
Always Stoneboy will find himself trying to explain
because he thinks he knows
Pan-Africanism and no, he doesn't know. Even if you know, it's not your field. Just go do your PR job, go do your ADs, go do your money, your marketing, and come back home. Maybe a Stoneboy do know, and you're going to also answer questions, boss. No. Think social. And you're not going to answer questions. And you're not pen top interviews, sir. When Benaboy goes to this show, one of
show.
Thank you. Share questions are you bisano. Questions about Afrobeat, about how he made it, about how he started, about Asa. They won't be asking you about your president or that. No. So I don't know what goes into arrangement with those people. And those kind of questions, you put it to them. But when our artists go, they put those questions to them. And I answer your presenters, we do it over and over and over again. You could be sa Obia worry same, Obi say. So as I said, first of all, the AC was shy mine. Stoneboy tweeted, which to me, I think he really made sense in his tweets.
He got it right.
He got it. So where from that video he did, the live video, where from that one too? And also feeling a baby.
No hype up.
Military. First of all, armed forces for no engine to and confirm me say, pass nipa no go di oba bi echi, and akokuna na say statement no mo cho say wa crash or yare. So call him me aba. But here ambassador no ako online dada ako je atumu ako declare dada say na o so je news o ko di obi yire chi a say
I say mabu
Stoneboy kasa me say wa falling short like
I say love your working
kofu work you people they paid and things there now no man boy na busu phone say power je atum say okodi oba bi chi na yekunu. Even say Papua as a top artist, a role model, and you can be show or platform quick. You shouldn't just perform in 48 hours crying and what sorry no back. What conclude be in one at the amount. Now so did you but who situation position I want find Yama be in their grosser. This is how it is. That's the difference between Onone Sakori and Shatawali. Opa, as some way see what tema. Now you could tell my boy. It will take Sakode 5 years to come and reply. And if he comes to reply, that reply, you know what happened. That is how Sakode is. I feel like Stoneboy or Born Home maybe I could do near idea. But I can't in kitty be. And in our accounts, it boils down to what M.anifest is saying.
He's talking about.
Yeah, all chances be it doesn't help. It's all the time. You make it artists, you know. Some of them look like I say they are not matured enough. They just put out any maybe about man, you know where you go. As a more interview, they are not prepared. I don't know if they are doing it for clout chasing or whatever. Yeah, but our PR game need there. Send a manifesting kind. We have to pay attention to it. Know what the questions we are going in to answer and what we don't want to answer. Say be answer. Yeah, be call interviewer. Yeah, omo mind. Say na me brother kind. Yeah, outlines. Yeah, who the entire questions I answer. Name bra. Yeah, because we skip them better now. We be bibi
Okay.
Definitely conversations because onimbi into over or be kasa about the album. It is just the album, and he will get up and go.
Well, I think I like your point as well. Yes, Ro, come through. What do you also think about what M.anifest is saying? Do you agree with him that our artists should limit themselves to their area and not to dabble in areas that they are not comfortable in?
Rasa, greetings to everyone watching us.
Greetings.
It is true. I agree with M.anifest. In fact, public speaking is not for everybody. Obiani new to me, and so far for many years, top creative people have proven time and again say they are not really or better in public speaking.
Okay.
They've proven like so many, which is why most of them would resort to PR agencies and how do we call it, the media or people to even speak on their behalf at times. It is like that, and M.anifest raised some good pointers that I would want to touch on. One has to do with people who probably in their quest to advocate for something, they tend to cause problems for themselves, even with their with their responses and speeches. Yes, a typical example is when Bisakede, in his quest to advocate for high life, went to mention he is the pioneer of high life. In his quest to advocate for people to do high life, he said he was the pioneer. That's our pioneer.
He's a pioneer. He's a pioneer.
How is it? He's a pioneer.
You see, it is. You are not a pioneer. He's a pioneer.
You see, it is like that. So sometimes in our quest as creative people to advocate for something or even speak to the public, let's at least let's be measured in some of the things that we say or how we put words across, because yes, we may be ordinary like anybody, we are all human beings, but then some carry lots of weight when they speak than others, and these creative people are the people that carry lots of weight when they speak than the ordinary person. So it is like that. The next one also, then other example is the recent Stonebwoy utterance. I believe that the second video, that is the live video that he did, was very unnecessary. And it is not only with Stonebwoy. Shatta has said it not long ago. He came to respond to a social issue which lost him so many following on social media. Even some of his fans, a section of his fans, were not even happy with him. Sometimes it is like that. So yes, we can't say they should refrain from social issues or maybe something general issues, if I should say, that is not specific to their career or to their field. We can't say they should refrain, because to whom much is given, much is expected. And most of these artists hail from, or whenever they try to paint where they hail from, they give them a certain posture or picture about them, that I am for you, I am advocating for you, your well-being is my concern, whatever happens to you is of great concern to me. So if you give these people this kind of posture, then the moment something happens, they would want you to respond. The moment something happens, bim, they would want you to respond. So once you nye juma, e wom say wo no nye juma o Ghana Water Company, and now mo light nye juma, o nye juma o ECG. But then the moment they have problem with any of these, because you've given them that posture of I am here for you, whatever I am doing is for you, no, definitely they will call you for you. And because they also know that they've given you a certain value, a certain power, our kasa equatori, people would listen, and probably it will bring them some good effect and a good benefit in, you know. They would definitely ask you to speak or want you to say a word or two on their behalf. enye bone. M.anifest was saying that yes, sometimes people should limit the way they put pressure on artists for them to respond to certain social issues. Hey, they can't, because that is why they gave that particular premium or power to the artist. So in times like those times, they would come and put in a word or two for them. But then to the artist, you should be able to assess yourself, know your strength, know your weakness before you come. That is the only advice we can give them. As for the pressure from the people, they are try to come every time. But you, the artist, would have to determine when you want to respond, the kind of knowledge you have, and even how you respond. Some people may have the brilliance of ideas, but in the delivery, and it will create a lot of problems. Your good intentions is always not enough. Sometimes it is like that. They have the brilliance of ideas. I believe Stonebwoy, even in coming to do a live video to respond to some of these issues. Yes, there were posts to be an man for Koni DMU bebre before you woke up bebre. So in that quest, I believe whatever intention or the buyer, you see, even in his live video, at a point he was laughing, he was just making fun of the situation and all that. Maybe his intention was just, Charlie, let's bring the comic side of this issue so at least we can calm nerves down or something. But then the delivery same as the intention. No, because the people did not receive it well. So sometimes it is good. And when questions are thrown at people like that, I believe BBC. How do the guns do their things in this particular field or this particular line? Whether you're a traditional ruler or you're not a traditional ruler, the moment you are there, you are a representative.
Exactly.
And
you're an ambassador.
You are an ambassador. And people would want to hear from you, your side. You see, what M.anifest is saying, that don't let people turn you into historians, is very true. This is where your knowledge comes in as an individual, as a brand. I remember when Burna Boy went on Trevor Noah's show, they asked him, how does it feel to be one of the first young African artists to have won the BET and the Grammy? He said no, he doesn't want to be described as the first young or the first whatever. He doesn't. He should be counted among any other artist, especially that African tag. Because when a white person, supposedly white person, comes to sit, they won't ask him how does it feel to be among the few white people to have done this. They will ask him, how do you feel as an artist to have achieved this or achieved that? You see, in that line of, in the way he answered the question, he's been able to bring the question to himself and rephrase the question into a different session.
Yeah. And I'm sure he mentioned it, that sometimes you can also rephrase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the way they would throw the question at you, MC Kobe say, hey, baby, says no day inside. Says no go there inside though.
How you go repackage it?
But you have to repackage the question and answer it your way. You be say Stonebwoy about women, how women have power and why. The knowledge that he has, he could have also paused and say, oh, where I come from, we have certain culture that permits women to do this, to do that. And we have others which they do this and do that. It is about culture and how people live. Maybe in this part of the world, this is how it is done. But in that part, and they can throw up a follow-up question and say, so don't you think it is slavery or it is this or it is that? You can say, oh, maybe because of where you are coming from, that is how it may look. But it may not look the same in a different country. You are done. So whatever M.anifest is saying is true. And he also touched on artist handlers to sometimes help these artists whenever they get into such situations. It is also true. You see, assess your artist very well. Know his strength, know his weakness before you present him to the world. You can attest, you can testify that you've even requested to interview an artist and his handlers told you that, Charlie,
he was not ready.
He was not ready.
Yeah.
Even though the guy has more than 5 hit songs in the system.
Making some money.
Stage wasubi. But then his handlers are saying he is not ready for public speaking. That is how you know it. And if you know, say, okay, he is ready, but he is not so ready to hit on certain sensitive questions, and you know the environment you are sending him will be very hostile to the artist. The first you can do is, yes, Abbas Rezi say they can give the line of questionings before you let your artist go. Sometimes it is not every platform that you get that option. So what you have to do is to be proactive, lead, be ahead of time. And you'll do honor because they did not give you that option. You even have that one person to me creative option. Say, yes, I am bringing MC Kobe, but I know he has so many. You have so many questions you would want to ask him. But please, let's focus on this and that. Lead the way. Else, when you leave everything to chance, hey, you may be in the support a oh yes, you may be in the support or and it is a question. You might see it as dumb, but how you answer will determine the weight of that question.
Yeah,
you understand? Sometimes the artist handlers should also lead the way. Let those people feel they should be able to protect the artist. Let Sammy Flex big man. I know say the Jawa headlines are a bit critical by a thrill. It is about the album. It is about this. It is about that. Yes, any other social issues may patrol. No limit, man. There you save your artist.
Well, M.anifest has given us a nugget, or better still, someone would say a piece of advice, and I still think that this advice does not only go to even artists alone. It sometimes even concerns all of us who sit on platforms to talk.
Oh yes.
There are some areas you should be able to tell yourself that, okay, I would want to go this, go that, go that, but looking at what I know about this, let me keep it like this.
Let me be measured.
So you don't put yourself into trouble. Because sometimes, because of I want to talk, we have all put out some information that did not make us look good.
Of course.
So this advice, it does not only go to the creatives, it goes to even us, those who sit on platforms.
And especially pundits.
Oh yeah, of course, that's what I mean.
Not to.
Not to. Why do you think Kumerican wave died? Or why do you think the Kumerican wave went down? Rapper Paluta, or King Paluta, who is from Kumerica, has been talking to us. You go and listen to what he said carefully, and I want everybody to pay attention to what he said carefully. Then we come back and ask ourselves, is he right with what he's saying about the Kumerican wave that has gone down? Now we all know that Kumerican wave is down, like Atunsu. Or see, problem binti. He is talking about support, blah blah blah. Let's listen to him. Obwa eba ebe kaso obwa. Eyampa eba M.anifest. Paluta, what can say me now? Watch this. I'll be right back. Yenko ye chikakra. And maybe a chum yenfani say wave be a buyer near na ajitu Kumerican. Yenko ye chikakra. And maybe a chum yenfani say wave be a buyer near na ajitu Kumerican wave. Unyi ni se sabre no eye adwuma mo ye adwuma mo a mo ka wave no mo ye ntine ma Ghana nyina bedi wachi aka sanke support keka. And then I'll ask, and then a bind here and that wave is not like it used to be. Maybe you can deny, but it is the truth. Say a support keka at that then by 2-3 years back Ghana music namuna like the wave Kumerican Nikita Ghana music obia die. Muna mukramua. So, uji say support no say the mamua. Adeni amasanji.
I'm sure. You timi the buy in award be no money.
The tiba award be na buy.
You timi be jina number 1 now wo kan sisi.
Oh, someone you be bring award. Ya talk mo so munya award na.
Say ya talk mo ya as a Cowboys Jiban money omunya award be.
Oh, say na make us say
rap. So ya talk no mo support. So one man you support no. My support now and keep it number 1
because of
the award. I'm nominate me or baby.
What your questions too?
I'm nominate me or baby. Boss up unity.
Oh, is that 3 music ana?
Member mudi, men confirm me man. Yeah. But you know what they make okoto you know. Now what's your fan say bro sir. So na better it's me support or.
Na bro sir.
Yeah, wasn't come with me they make call before for sir because Paluta to me maybe I want to be on song artist. So I'm because I'm at least I was able to me support me pushing me rubber be as a fatami. The patron what you say so the support is needed. So what I say, yeah.
It's your part says, are you saying that music consumers just support it back? Is that what you mean?
I don't really know, but yeah, not support, you know. At least you buy, you know. Yeah, on the
real.
Yeah, not support, you know. One on man award, and you're out of. Aside the auto, who else? YP Nyabi.
But they streamed your songs.
What do you forget to streams? The streams they hype in the bio no streaming. So what is here as a live ya paya? Or kwa hard crew. One person before. Yeah. And on the streams, you know, and you be make from there. So that's it. But support vein other ones so they my na omo streaming, you know who say we are doing the right thing. So come with say Paluta say me yeah verse for Wale Kumerican way, so it was trending everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Kawashers now say, oh, what the Bibikra ni awards in but the creative vision crown farmer to Paluta. And can you support? Oh yeah. On about the recognition. We need it.
Emerito, creative babies.
And Emerito. What I saying is here. Yes, in 2004. Not Facebook.
Oh, I'm not joking.
Not Twitter. Oh, not Twitter.
No, it's true. No, you are right. You are right.
It's a era no. And can get me by time on Facebook, not Twitter or one. Can be as our boys no more right now. No, to remember to you. Okay, Bianchi, blue, but that time near now. We do see the Befa now, the copy DJ, you know, at 12 for him. Such as trick. Now, for your word, you see. So is the
it totally said, and never be to say awards recognition, nomination, in my name be a. I'm from Kumerican for the account. I love and I'm back from
but what I would say, the Kumerican title and a coffin. The boys are still doing good. YP is still doing good. Asaka boys are still doing good. Paluta is doing good. Yeah, Tog is doing. Obia drop ya epic. So na person one or two few na so call streaming and downloading here fine. But epic. One am out. So they say so Kumerican title in the coffin. The guys are still there.
All right. So that came from King Paluta. And King Paluta is telling us that it is lack of support from the industry stakeholders, awards organizers, event people. Of course, the fans they went to stream because of the hype. But man fast support man twice and now Kumerican vibe, you know, at perform. Quick one, Kobe, Ampa.
Ampa what the all can.
Aye, they can Ampa.
The all can.
Aye.
Say your mom support.
Aye.
Oboa.
Now who more award?
Oh, Azonto by we mo be award for Azonto. Say Azonto. Azonto Abanti. There is a reason why Azonto go and the same reason in Kumerican so go. Backbiting. And I mean the buy and you want to buy. First of all, who came up with this whole Kumerican vibe? It became a conversation between them. Back and forth. I heard Asaka and Yahitte. They were not cool. I don't know if now they are cool.
They are still not cool.
Fine. So that's where it's coming from.
I'm sure by now the Asaka boys will be laughing at Yahitte.
Yo.
Come back as was a boom man and a giant hoko. They say what I tell you. Yes,
because I think they are back. They are about to be back on the top, right?
I'm a bad big come.
They said I'm not yes.
I'm a bad big come.
No, I my life.
That's how life is. Yeah. You can't be on top always. But then we can always be on top. That's if we are moving together as one ecosystem, all right? But then the whole vibe started. Kumasi vibe no what that. But na embedu Accra, na embedu world. Na mo timi create BBC. Na ba na ya accept ya. Mo am create ade na buy na ba be kun. Oh ade no say me na me de buy, nya na de buy. We so say on de buy, nya we na de buy. It is a why never support and brem. Mo create say mo de beje award and mo create say mo de build them ho dey move up for the next stage of my careers. Is award the only thing that will certify you as a top artist? No. There are a lot of huge artists across the globe. Grammy common GB. But when you go into their catalogs, some Grammy artists can't compare. Bob Marley J Grammy da. No. He doesn't have Grammy. I think a lot of them.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. They don't have Grammys. But who doesn't know Snoop Dogg? Everybody does. He keeps talking about award, and creativity. Award into nobody. Anyone break.
Ose mo award and kabadista in Kumerican egusuka. But mama ma to be a jai Kumerican na be show.
Any award, brother, any award never so Kumerican. Opa VGM yanko host to Kumerica. Kumerica be go. Because VGM you host to a crack, and every year we have issues to solve when the event is over.
Yeah.
So I just into your co-host VGM and at music. Oh, Kumerica cry, na say Kumerica vibe in be go. It is between them, because they will call your talk, and through your talk they would like to connect to Asaka, and your talk will block it. Through Asaka they would like to connect to Paluta, and your talk and I say Paluta, and so you can say connect him and also be block it. So how would the movement move? How would it go? How is it going to move? Say your talk koi, and on your storms the feature in your idea, and a vibe, it's in a bar down. And maybe Asaka I'm also going on features. I don't know this guy. What's his name? This rapper. YP. Omodoso. Okay, eno mu nyina bi, eno mu nyina push ya. And can stop it and can stop it with Akumapa as one people and they are moving together. They be omo kana ye kumasi for ye not kokoso na ye ba ko ye see. But Edge's baby also improve to the world somewhere back. They couldn't. They have let themselves down. Because the Kumerican vibe up to date, we are Asaka latest and we are enjoying it. But the word Kumerica is not there anymore.
Okay.
The vibe Kumerican is not there anymore. But artists, you fall in love for certain artists between the Kumerican vibe. We still follow them. We still stream their songs. But the vibe is not there anymore. And the Kumerica is not a vibe at Asa. To send your zone to buy. No, I can say in Sabium. And yet, Sebi, baby, I have quite an one's obiti her nature or Kumerica. And your movements, I'm going to buy. And you know how it sounds, the rhythm, style, a womb. That's the Kumerican vibe I'm going to buy. So it's also pushing. But then you guys started fighting over who brought it, and who is the king, and who is the dad, and who is the dad.
So you think that was the main problem?
Yeah, to me. Maybe who are they way back and
their support.
No. Because Ghanaians have always felt in love with this Kumerican vibe. That's performed by last year was the last year. They were in it. Everybody was vibing Kumerica and people started creating Kumerican language.
Yeah.
And we were all trying to learn. Yes, we were all trying to learn. Uko YouTuber, there was a video of boys be part kind of normal, normal. Yeah. But more artists now name as the Kumerican ambassadors, more failure team for you. So it's on one on my backbite and I could do that. So they should come together as one and catch you. That's what I want to tell them. Yes.
Okay, roll. Quick one on that.
Paluta. He's saying the reason why Kumerican died or is down is because they didn't get support.
Yeah.
First of all, the reason why it died is because of pettiness. Pettiness, here, one. And two, the support that he's talking about was given to them and they said they don't need it. They were very emphatic. So here. He's complaining about award today. When an award scheme nominated you in the scheme, you said you don't like it. As a cowboy's kind. Oh yes. That is why they were sidelined and they went with Yahitte, who said he liked it. Okay. That is the genesis of their problem with Yahitte. They said emphatically, Paluta in his submission, he said that he was yedineko share category bi mu ana onpe. And yes, I know kind. Category ni award ni edebema.
Award.
Exactly,
that's not say category, no so change category. No.
You see?
Yeah.
You see?
But also award scheme.
And also best artist of the year.
Every award scheme has its rules and regulations, rules of engagement. Baby, that is their rules and regulations. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. And they brought a press statement, Refi.
Yeah,
how about the press statement by say, my hand nominate you in any award scheme.
Okay.
3 Music had to withdraw them from the award scheme. VGMA put
I'm sure it's because of their party. They felt nah.
Exactly. No brand would want to associate themselves with you or China over money lawsuit. What I say, no brand would want to do that or China no have a money lawsuit. So most of the award schemes that he's talking about, out of their own utterances, and no more withdraw because or China be nominate you now be sooner. Why a bad business? On one I didn't want to why would you know? So nobody would do that. And the support that he's talking about, support that the pettiness now me raise the first one. You see, they were rather one artist now say omu make here. It is we and our fans. But when it goes down, then it is the industry, the media or the system that is not supporting. I remember when this Kumerican wave came, sometimes media houses would call these guys for interviews, and it becomes we are not ready to talk. We won't talk. We are not available. Then it became a conversation between them and the media fraternity. Now, the response that came was, yes, you guys did not help us before we broke through. Until you break it through, no, your fans. And you more fans. More fans na more ye more ade. And now more fans na say and CCA wave and them for. How do you come back to blame our scheme and blame the media? Say the media is not playing our songs, but they are playing Nigerian songs. How do you correlate the two? Like if I question they tried offered you what they can offer.
They didn't take it.
You say most pay. They tried to put you in an award scheme. Most pay.
Because you're not satisfied with it.
And the pettiness, the people who decided to go with the system, go with the flow, they had issues with you guys. Inti mamuni now obia say ubisa kweku dalentina. Obeka just so me I am not part of the Kumerican wave. May start say me the ekran sana Kumerica. When you ask Paluta, the same thing. It is only the Asaka boys and a few people that were doing. So the moment sa pettiness ni be mun okay, when our jia was when our say the buy fana ye. Then everybody dispersed. And no, and I abesi omune. And you see that conversation, the moment some of these things started here, when they rejected the award schemes, they were rejecting interviews and appearances and all that. Some people in the media warned them against some of these things. And we response from their camp. Sisi akobisa we beka me man kahwe eye we na kan me man kahwe eye we na kan. But when you guys were driving that Kumerican wave, it wasn't we na kan me man came you. It was ye nyina na ye Kumerica. You understand? Even on this particular network, Sammy Flex TV, you've interviewed about 4 different sets of people
Kumerica,
of hailing the Kumerican vibe. Some of them buy, we say the end start here, we say any say wakona, we say any say wakona. About 4, including going to Kumasi or for interviews. It's, if it is down now, who is he blaming? Like support, yes, now you almost person you support you almost saying how is it on the award scheme? A award scheme I them also pay. Is it the media appearances? Most of them were offered. You said you didn't like it. Even the songs playing, most say a money fans. The media did not support you coming up. So it is you and your fans. Your fans made you. So why is it that you see a call for? You come back to blame the same system that was offering you something. What's the one pay?
Wow, Abbas, continue from there. Quick one.
Understanding of the business is very important. As somebody who has worked with a viral artist, always understand that, look, one of the first things you need to do is that the moment God bless you, say, I'm sure I'm not also, I'm not touching it in that also. Compare and conform more battery no. And yes, sir. I'm a battery no. And yes, I want pan kawa. This is what will be your end. Then they won't quite now. One on a Jimmy battery, one on a maybe on a charger, one charger, mammy, one day, yes. But not for crab battery. But what I dream on overly say on Bessie, on Bear, would be a near Yassi will be seeing it. Artists no grass on the almost see it. Yeah, and young Yajuma. I a candidate. Because we begin artists back, consumer out of Benya back. Young Cassa when you as a messiah Jumada, Unya will be winning the Bay Juma. That's how God have created it, and it is a must. Say, black sheriff or yeah black sheriff. I want penny I'm a 3 music and for obi concept or muye yenu I'm fan manua or my usua no kase o e no ni black sheriff no be idea no anka o so mo fam obi no e no mo di ma ono e na on pe o mo nko create bi man. How will it go? And a black sheriff sorry and I say 3 music muntua mi performance we dia o say muntua mi na mo di mi be she me na me hot cake say CIT me di na mo di be there and be cash out. There are a lot of time personally I've called a lot of the Kumericans. Time no more hot, no friend now only or to me price. Who can say oh Munti so say sunny edge. And now my business no we one was me na me your manager na. Na ma call far another corner my flow be.
But corner still.
I know another person. No so abo opia yeah we say me boss show we crassy. And the crassy for no na omo peses ya. Bra won to me a call in Kofona Kasabe buy and chain.
Wow.
I was like, is this guy serious? Then there, do you know the part I hear Japan? When you agree, bibia be kono. No one catch up say, oh, me there 2 seed in the wasu. But send uncle for it and was say, me 2 seed didn't come with the one day. We are Abamich, oh, forget it. So a bedroom, maybe now when I'm dealing with artists, we catch uncle for me saying I may charge. Artists no with the obegini. Inti me no move to America. Say move to America, me crossing line. So that I won't waste my time, do all the thing. Omuji another than a story or China story, eh? Oh, we be Wayama, oh, we be Wayama. Then it becomes Ola Balloon. These are the things that push you down. Now, you don't expect me to create an award which you will determine the category I will put you. Each category have where to build.
Some creative baby.
Oh, there be. You have to make creative baby a system. What does it? A system. And as a system, you need to fit into it. Men share omo bebre share obre amobre. It's yen in a eternal school near call ye come a D ye any say inti say sia no be was a pandit and never Sammy show na me buy any say UTV my friend me net dear $10,000 because my thing say 10,000 amuji. There be oh mommy dear mommy. When UTV angasa are satisfied with my thing, no oh say challenge me ba. Now for that things I say oh me ba who coin $80,000 because uba they be anu go for requesting say obe baby. Then now I but obi here say hey say my hot say abas there controversial one will be happen we plan to be a friend to me out there koda one friend cross am be friend no money na o ma jawa masami say Sammy friend with be na ka we Sammy nko and it can work like that. The other 2 things I also see that o say sia send any na kan dey omurefi say it's sunny in Nyape. At the time we'll be better. At the time we'll be better. But one of the things I more as a careful won't forget is either they have plugged that in now, or God has also blessed them again. Your talk can rise today. Again, maybe your talk is agile schooling now, doing something that is adapt to his knowledge. Because your talk have done some trophy.
Yeah,
it's a solid guide. Your talk has done storm. Is it Stormzy or yeah?
Stormzy, yeah.
Stormzy. And your tag have done certain collaboration that could engage him. You'll be shocked. Next time you hear your tag is on Empire or is on something. Is that kind of artist. And there's that roadmap for him. There are people who are concrete managing your tag. But do they have some? Say Yamishira na bo musu ade no mu dwani bra. No mu beji rope no. Nye mo mu torchlight ni kan any battery. Yamia so kania say Yamika ni kan wo su de bia o. Ebe ko obi so inti by the time they ko obi so na wo touch any battery because battery ni call was say onye dey who charge then that is how you power it. Now he's making himself available for interviews. How many TV stations, radio stations is he making himself available with? How is he making himself available on social media and all the stuff? Because you see, you need the media, no matter how it is. And look, check the Sarkodie, check the Stonewall, check the Shatawale. They'll be relevant one way or the other. Even when they are fighting the media, they still use the media as a tool to get to the outside world, and that is very important.
Well, to the Kumerican boys, we wish you well. Whatever mistakes you guys realized you made, that is what pushed Kumerican move to where it is. You can revive it and make it happen again. Now let's move on to our very last story, and here it is coming from Reggie Rockstone, who has been talking about being successful in music and the pressure to raise another artist. In our industry, I'm sure we might all have heard some of these things before. When we hear some artist is doing well, no, oh, on 1 month for on Reggie artist, on BMI. Reggie says, as an artist, it is not your duty to raise another artist, no matter how successful you be. Is this true? Let's go watch the statement. It was from a statement, or it was from a submission Mr. Logic made on UTV. That is what angered Reggie, or maybe that's what prompted him to come and respond to him, that Logic, the fact that I was successful doesn't mean that I could raise another artist. That was not my duty. Do you agree with Reggie or not? Let's go watch this. When I come back, we continue with the discussion.
Expecting a na me blame Reggie so. Me blame no. Because who say your mom was title as grandpapa now. I guess I was to me nature. The reason why Reggie is not getting that accolades now open is because he hasn't nurtured any talent in his name. I know they may cover. Who say Fanese Ubo Don Jazzy? You can talk of Tiwa. You can talk of what's this guy? Is it Korode?
Korode.
You can talk of this guy Sakwe Yobo. Oh, this guy is his name.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
No, I'm coming. No, there's no difference.
No, listen.
No, I'm coming. I know, please. Talent development is different from production. Me obia me to me show you my talent. Me to me discover way now the cry push you. We cannot speak today and say Reggie brought this, Reggie brought that. I don't know matter hip hop grandpa. No one pray hono. Because before Reggie na achame crowd na omo separate groups. But I'm rapping. No more cambo me na obi rap rap. Into achame crowd they say Reggie did play by. I say no, we were rapping when he came. It's in a contention, no. Reggie is facing that because he would have been more proper. Second, Reggie to me, a grooming talent.
Okay. Now you gotta listen to this really carefully, brother Logie. And this is another narrative I heard before, and you're not the first to say this. Brother Logie, the fact say me bonyum. The fact say me na me de hip life by. The fact say I became some type of a celebrity, what you want to call it. And non say, minim, senior titi artist. Do you know that's a whole job by itself? Record label, all of the above. Nipepi, I tried that. Maybe I opa musicians almost artists almost a label no mathematics. Hey, you maybe Logie. Who says I'm qualified for that? See now, DJ Rab, he knew that is I'm an artist myself. Me, I cry me, I'm what? What's I say? So, yes, it would be beautiful for me to do so, but ayo been a carrier, and now would you at your shows him? You better be ready. Yes, be wooty pet amount for one mobile boys. You already assuming that because they didn't blow up, they might be salty with me. Or perhaps even, I don't know. I mean, you said it. But you see how it moves? Because I'm mobile boys. However, let's talk about my intent. When you say I didn't nurture nobody, maybe you gotta really think it through. Because I nurtured a whole nation, Logie. Hip life. I nurtured a whole nation. I am that inspiration for all who set it off and started.
Put your hands together for my main man,
Yeah. If you check my humility levels, Logie, you will see that I'm in a Braforce video in the top shelf of my career when I was hot. I'm the one in that video that's bringing him out on stage. Ask any single one of these artists today. from Lord Kenya, name them. I was always supportive, and till date, I am still supportive. I'm probably the only artist or this caliber who posts the most underground artists. People you never heard of. Nurture, you don't know the half. Title, no. Yeah, Jumana. Listen, from D Black to Ebony. Listen, I'm the first one. We put the microphone in Ebony's hand. I nurture so many. But, and y'all idea what's me back. So many come to me. Now, nurturing is not just music or putting out the artist. Life lessons, nyansa, wisdom, all of the above. From back when till today. From Lord Kenya to Kwame Eugene today. To Shatta. All of them have sought advice of my wisdom at some point. And I'm very supportive, even when we have differences. So no, nurturing, if you're talking about it in the context of me putting out a musician, it's not that easy. It's something that you have to be qualified for, be qualified to do. And this is why a lot fall short. You know, people might start, intermediate. Nurturing it did. I nurtured a whole nation.
Alright, so that came from Hip Life Grandpapa Reggie Rockstone, and he's saying that, of course, he could be successful in music, but to nurture an artist is no joke. Abbas, what is your position on this?
Yeah, to nurture every artist is a business. And you need to understand the total package of the business. And a lot of people shouldn't get it wrong. Don Jazzy himself doesn't automatically nurture all of them. Like he's the only guy doing the miracle. Yeah. He's the head of a record label.
I love the second one he said. Like he's the only guy. Huh?
Yeah. And
he nurtures them,
yes.
but he's not the only guy.
Yes, yeah.
Good.
It's not like the only guy that put the magic wand and the moment you get with him, then immediately then he's the guy. So he employed the service of other people.
You have to go pick your child.
Yes.
The real parents, man. The real alarm went at the same time.
Then he employed the service of other people. That's what a lot of us in the space actually confuse ourselves with. Somebody is very good when it comes to artist PR. Somebody is very good when it comes to artist marketing. Somebody is very good at when it comes to artist talent manager. A&R, like you get a producer, you can coach when it comes to music and all this stuff. Somebody is the online beat and the practical beat, how to distribute. I tell people when you come to me, me per se, me service here, artist marketing, any talent management. I'm a road manager by nature.
Yeah.
I go on road, I go to shows and all those stuff. If you don't put me in that, you put me the guy ahead of time. I'm the guy who, when you are done, I went to school, I have good years, I can tell you this is good music. And I have ways I exhibit good music. I know my tea first, the cobas. I can go to back to back. But to be on financier, he loves the music, but he can't do all the dirty work I will do. He doesn't have the patience to sit by a DJ whilst you are drinking Fanta that you don't want to drink. You are wasting over 3 hours on one bottle, not because I can't drink it and finish within 10 minutes.
They monitor them.
They monitor me because me all born on repeat. You get it? I can walk from Kaswa to Tema to ensure that every joint has a music. Then when I'm done, I come and sit with the artist in the studio, in rehearsals, in whatever. The artist sometimes me artist ni pegel on anu to me bonjuma me pegel man me call we me ni offer so be go Tony perfect watch we joint me call but me nyam na me this kaniba and say juma no so to me fa me no ni na mama at the same time ani yi I say on this finding me role either you are making me the talent manager, which I'm going to be with the artists almost all the time, or you are making me focus on the marketing, which I'm not going to be with everybody, but I'm ensuring that the music is going
on, yeah.
And the job needs to be done because both are very heavy. Then why employ another guy? No, a PR guy or tenacity or the concept bar or throw write-ups or yes, nyama beer or dream who or the band any that I evaluate is good. Let's go. Oh, okay, Debbie, Saturday we the Sainty also sister. And there are people like that. They write our write-ups.
Exactly.
Yeah, deliver your speech in here, deliver mono. And all of us have a role. Near what guy be also what said on that was true. He has the years, he has the connect, he know everybody. Literally, on call, or because oh, Kongo Kongo asimesi. Na me ko, but don't just in a
plug.
But don't just in a bebo. Don't just call sorry call Grammy. Or because oh, mini Iron Star young call Grammy. Or no know what to get a mind. By a draw, I am boabas. Bebo don't jazzy artist Iron Star who has come to whatever. Even sometimes the artists themselves, when they want to speak to somebody, say, oh, I'm Don Jazzy's daughter, this, that. Because he has made that brand and that leverage for themselves. But if somebody has a talent, okay, one of the things that we find difficulties, and it becomes competitive. Because sometimes Stonebwoy is very talented. But if he doesn't see you moving at that space or that pace that he wants you to move, then you have problem with, what's the girl? Ovi. You have problem with Kelvin Boy. Sometimes do the talent also feel like they are ready. Like Kelvin Boy, Stonebwoy issue sometimes. I say, okay, maybe Stonebwoy, the high and the level you want to take Kelvin Boy to, he feels that you are not yet there. But you also feel like, Charlie, my bread and I want to buy idea. My calculation by 1 year, me are printing in idea. I was saying me call. And me feelings who says, without you crying, comfort be give me that. So let me go. And he himself with Sammy and people doing it to him. It doesn't mean that Stonebwoy is not good in other area, but you need to understand that special area. That's why Black City, who is a manager who is good, was able to also pick Kelvin Boy and turn him into another material. But Black City is not a popular guy, but within the scope, within the industry, is popular. Okay. Did you get me? So you can't, like the way Reggie Rockstone is saying, he's the guy. He has bet a nation. And I feel like Reggie Rockstone is one of the humble guys. He came on Paimoka. Yeah. The way he came on with the energy, with the love and support everybody, I was shocked. He gave his platform to a lot of people. And he enabled a lot of these people.
And he said something that he's one of the few guys who has been posting up and coming at it.
Yes.
That one too is very true.
Yes.
Very true.
Yes. What
so many of these top guys don't do.
Yeah.
Unless you are blown.
What else do you want to wrap up? Okay, so if you say because he's old, that's why he's doing that. Now it shows you that during his 8 days, he brought people on. So what again do you want him to do? You should set label like the way he set Wachi, so that you'll be bringing out artists. He know how to sell Wachi. He sell the Wachi. Do you get me?
I think I agree.
That's for him. Let all of us do it.
You might have the skill to do it,
yes,
but it doesn't mean you can teach someone.
Yeah. No.
There are so many things that people have the skill to do, but they can't teach anybody to do.
No.
Well, Kobe, come through. Let me get your opinion on this.
All right. So my opinion on this, I think I disagree a bit with Mr. Logic on the where he said Reggie. He blames Reggie for not putting people on, for not. He said something I've forgotten.
Is that for not unearthing new talent?
Yes. But
for not bringing out new talent.
And then I love Reggie's response. Okay. Nurturing a talent, that one is a whole job on its own. Okay. One person I see who is doing and has been doing, to me, I see him doing that is Wendy's manager.
Bullet.
The nurturing, everything he's putting in, the nurturing, the management work, the PR work. I don't know who are behind the whole crew.
Oh, he has other people behind.
Yes, I definitely,
including our own.
Yes,
Nana
Reagan, who is her road right. Okay, but we all know say Bullet is the head like Don Jazzy. Okay, but mind you, say what Don Jazzy is doing, he was an artist before, and then at a point in time he said, no, I've made enough. Okay, let me sit down. Why don't I stop writing, stop singing, and put in the little I've made into this new crop of artists coming, and make it add it to my profession. Let me put it that way. And over the years, he's been successful in that, right? Don Jazzy under Marvin's more than 10. Right, more than 10.
Yeah, if you put all the artists
more than 10. Yeah, and these people have all achieved whatever they have to achieve. All the artists, none of them were on Marvin's and they couldn't make it, and they had to drop out on. No. Unless you reached a certain point where you feel like, okay, let me switch from Marvin and go here. I want to move here. Or Marvin is a record label, let me go get a distribution label attached. Which I know some other labels allow that.
Even Marvin's is doing it.
Yeah, even Marvin's is doing it.
Yeah, Marvin's is doing it. Ira Star and the other guys
they are on Empire,
Sony Music.
You understand? It's working for him. One thing about our artists in Ghana, they are not good in nurturing and doing the management work, doing the PR work, doing all those things on their own, alone. First one, Strongman and Sarkodie. How did it go? Because from what I know and from where I'm sitting and whatever I saw, Sarkodie is so busy. Angel is busy.
Because he's also an artist.
He's also an artist. Angel is busy. Sarkodie is busy. All the squad, his lawyer, everybody. Because at the time, Sarkodie is
still at the top.
So how do you expect Sarkodie to sit down for a year, 2 years, and put Strongman out there? It will become a problem. He signed in for 2 years. He only won Rapper of the Year, South Africa. He won a couple of awards in Ghana, and then he performed on VGMA with him and some videos. The only international feature he did was with Ice Prince. There was nothing extra to me. There was just on the channel creepy his PR game, his dressing, how he comes out, his flow, everything about the rap, like certain things changed when he went to Success Music. From there, he started working on his own. We can all see what he's doing. It's helping him. Okay, Ovi.
So you think he's doing better than?
Strongman is doing better than when he was on Success.
Far way better.
Because Sarkodie won't allow you to go and do beef. He doesn't beef. If he will beef you, he will come and beef you. Now I beef in 2023, November 2023, or 2040. You know, and in Nyamabia, like Strongman and Medica, we also will happen, but that wouldn't have happened
if he
was at Success. No, it won't happen. You understand? Ovi and Stonebwoy, the same situation. He's a busy type. Whatever went in and exploited them, I don't care about that. But he's also busy. At the time, Ovi was connected to Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy Nakasa needed help more than the Ovi. So how do you expect such an artist to nurture somebody, manage the person, finance everything, and put her out there? On Drew yet. But I think whatever that happened for the split to happen, no, and no Uncle Ye. So he just split it, and you could see that Ovi went like it was really. She went through a lot when that happened. Okay, that really disturbed her, and then I think for about 2-3 years, she's been down, but now she's picking up. So we shouldn't pressure our artists to go into what they can't, because our artists now they all need our help. All of them.
I think Reggie mentioned that.
Yes, he himself is an artist. He himself is an artist. So how do you Wako joining VVIP? Uncle Ye. I'm in the VVVIP. Uncle Ye. See, say I bet on VVVIP because he's saying. Amerado VVVIP. So VVIP. Very, very dangerous.
And then very important person. And then they are also very important.
The VVIP. How did it end? Oh, bro, selfie. If I don't know to say, I go see how many years. I go see his saying. I'm going for so aspirating. Now he's into watching. Now he's into watching, and you expect a watching seller to come and nurture. You expect a watching seller to come and nurture artist. Or you are no suman of honor. Or no, so now record label come joining. That's what he said.
Of course.
So as I say, it's in my pressure your artists in to go into what they are not ready for. Now we will not come out be talent. I fall short. It been a OB they are delay. Obi, yeah, the name will be full for back then. Record label be, and by this time, like it's possible to say our blow do baby more than we could imagine.
What if you didn't move so and so and you any destiny?
And you know,
because say be of course Stonebwoy was not Zunya de Unya.
Because me, I think the OVD and say maybe it happened because of where the connection was coming from
MTN
and the money may be involved and all that. But Stonebwoy could have been like, yo, my whole team, we are not ready for this. But I won't deep pressure because artists in this open was saying, you know, I was signing on. And Kasa could sign a while. But one sign no, because at that time a while AB Saki Chigidi, and
that was what Awal was looking for.
That was what he was looking for, but Obedi wasn't ready.
Yeah.
The time Obedi felt say he was ready to sign an artist.
Awal between Awal and Akumbo Mupa.
Onyanka Obedi signing.
Of release disappointing in that area.
Yes. Oh, I was signing Strongman. And the time on also feel say Obedi me signing artist or signing Strongman, signing Aquaba. Aquaba then they successful. Kaka. Yes, successful, let me put it that. But Strongman, you know, there was a time he was on radio. It was like the pressure was too much. Pressure, low key pressure will move because he's traveling in and out.
Pressure everywhere.
So pressure every my artists to do such things, you know, is too much.
Okay.
You pay investors more no put in. To say Michael Blackson money idea be. Yen work coming on no putting in the money.
Okay. Yeah. Well, close the show for me. He's the fit superstar in Ghana now.
When you're 4 at the back,
when you're 5, how many?
That's I totally agree with Reggie Rockstone. You see, as a Wenger, former Arsenal coach. The only time Obo was even in high school. And the cramp on one fan could see baby. But when Marino says, sir,
I'm more border.
The same thing.
Sir?
Oh, who's a Bobby and no Bokunku and no bosses. But when you are talking about some of the successful coaches in the world, you can't bypass these two. Almost successful. General Gattuso, one of the successful players. Football players in the world. Yes, General Gattuso. Chobi Chow never call with him. Usum Krabet me to film. Yet he went to coach AC Milan. Oh, Kaki to every Komo Bono. Komo Bono park so to me 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Hey, or Jigu the Kukum. Or did I touch that? There's a little you coach. But this is a guy who was very successful. Trophies are what Germany is similar and quite uncountable. But then, when he was given the job, we all saw what happened. Sometimes we should respect people in their space and respect their decisions. And yes, so be able board and no beti me coach. And one or two other blaster. The fact that somebody has been a successful musician doesn't mean that he can. Yes. He can contribute in the success of an artist. He can put in his quota. But then, say onipa say on to me and another artist. Let's not hang the unsuccessfulness of other people on their neck.
Yeah.
Because see, we have some coaches saying, "Omomo de any scouts."
How to identify
talent. Fanu coach na in football park so here or bet the next Messi. And don't joke.
It is.
The guy will come. He will play and he will make the name. But you see that particular coach, unto me Fanu go see Champions League final that. Because to him, that is in the field no you bet me no. We have some coaches, their temperament and everything is for that particular league. They are like that. So sometimes let's respect people in their own decisions and all that. We can't compare Hammer to Don Jazzy in that light. When we are talking about individual success, maybe we can compare them. But as to say the extent of okay, who have you nurtured, who have you put on? Probably the resources Don Jazzy have or has is not the same as what Reggie would have. It's like that. And you can't blame Reggie or blame Don Jazzy. Besides, yes, they are all successful. But then, areas of operation are different. Vision are different. Mentality are different. See, I tell you, there are some musicians in this space that, to them, having 2 hit songs is okay for them. no matter what vision you would think for them. Or no, who person oje Grammy? Or no, oje VGM ya pong. Yeah, pong. But you want to put that pressure on him, say this is what he's supposed to do. Sure? Some people have tried. Managing an artist or putting an artist on to be successful is no joke. Sometimes it means you sidelining yourself or putting yourself on hold for that particular person. Let's check all the people, how do we call it? Mr. Logic mentioned. Don Jazzy's, the Richie Mensa, and all that. What happened to their career? Even Bullet. What has happened to all of them, their career?
It's totally on hold.
Exactly. You can't. To me, and especially in this particular environment. Oh, this particular environment, unlike other environments, an artist like, let's say, 50 Cent, Lowen, when he was active, even put other people on and they were also active. They were also successful. You see, in those environments, it is about me introducing MC Kobe and giving him all the people he's supposed to work with. But here, I would have to multitask and be among those people he's supposed to work with. That is the environment. So, Birdman can put Lewin on and Lewin will be successful. Birdman will be successful. But then, here, Birdman waha and confess Sarkodie, he would have to bench himself for Sarkodie to be successful.
That's true.
That is it. That is the environment we are operating in. So if you were expecting Reggie to have even gone to, let's say, bring another artist to be successful like he himself, Reggie, then it is more or less like telling him directly that, Reggie, wait him, and why you be a yet retire and let somebody come. And I don't think Mr. Logic crowd catching is here so on retiring point. So that's what we're releasing him. On retiring point, you understand? That is how it is. They should just reduce some of these things like that, because say Reggie can say, oh, he's putting his career on hold. The only thing obetimiaye and there's nothing else Reggie Rockstone can do. When somebody's success is not dependent on Reggie Rockstone.
I know.
And the fact that somebody is successful, and yes, straightforward Jacket said Kianeke, he's supposed to help somebody. Okay. Because yes, you might see the person to be successful, but does the person also see himself like the way you are seeing him? Because it said yeah, oh, so be who TV so. Hey, the way MC Kobe Jenny Balenciaga Jenny Gucci down. And then that can have boss gold and dark way light blue and black. Was our gold watch, gold ring, about gold bracelet. You who know what TV so or china bill be a better man no. Mika says on Antibahakra, you don't know.
Yeah, of our jet.
You get it. You get it. So sometimes it is about people limiting their expectations on who they see as successful people. Because yes, you would see himself as successful. Actually, pressure that down so long. I say 1,000.
Well, Brother, a quick one.
Yes. Please, wrapping up.
You can't also use your expectation to discredit somebody's hard work. You can't take who Reggie Rockstone, who he is, and what he has done, whether high life, hip life, or whatever, in the music terrain, Ghana. You can't discredit him for it. Ono na waba wa ye ne watudi. Say moye bi wo mu fie kura fititititi amantu ne dia and ankosi hwe. So ono aba wa tu ne di na mo de mu fie dia be kan. You can continue saying that mu fie ne ye nua towards first. But ne was good. Ye ne tu ne towards asa.
Thank you, Abbas Muiz, incoming president for Cremosa. Let's vote for him and let's do it big. And also to man like Kobe, thank you so much. MC Kobe, and to Roland Amate, thank you so much. The Guitar Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. You can also drop your commentary on the issues being discussed here today. Meanwhile, tell someone to also subscribe to us, because this is where we discuss all the pertinent issues and not the petty issues.
Nana Reagan,
in
happy
our showbiz.
birthday.
Hey, Nana Reagan, today is Nana Reagan's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
He says he'll be doing the donation. Okay, the donation will be coming off on Saturday. On Saturday.
Hey, he said we'll be doing the donation.
My daddy's funeral is on the 31st March.
Oh yeah.
I might not be able to come here until
after the funeral. 31st March. That is today's date as well.
And 9.
9.
Yeah.
That
so
is within
about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Here in Accra.
No, Central. Bremen.
Not very far.
So
So we all have a funeral. Our brother Kobe lost his father, and the funeral is on the 31st March. We might not see him again until after the funeral. So of course, we in someone they are supporting as usual. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in our next video. When I see you, we are out of here. Bye bye. Ta ta.